Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to give you a couple tips and tricks of what to do if you are cutting, and also some things that you should not do. Let's get into it. What's up guys, welcome back. Since I'm cutting at the moment, I decided that I just wanted to share some of my experiences in this cut and in previous cuts that I've done, and just a few tips and tricks that have helped me throughout these years. There are some things that are extremely useful in this quest to, lose some body fat. And I'll split the video up into things that you should do, things that are helpful, and things that you should not do. Now, some of these you might have heard of before, but I think some of these are relatively new based on an experience. And since it helped me, it should help some of you as well. So let's jump right into it. The very first one that you should do is cardio. There's always this big debate about, should I do low intensity steady state or LISS, or should I do HIIT cardio or high intensity interval training? And the truth of the matter is, it doesn't really matter. Both will help you with losing body fat. For low intensity steady state, that is a little easier, I'd say. Thing is, the intensity isn't as high, but then you have to do it for a longer period of time. When we're talking about HIIT, or high intensity interval training, it does cut down the time a lot, but at the same time, it also is extremely grueling. So depending on what you're feeling or whatever, some people swear on LISS, some people swear on HIIT. It doesn't really matter. As long as you're lifting weights and you're doing cardio, you're going to be losing calories, and that will help you a lot in your cut. Number 2. The second thing you should be doing when you're cutting is to be extremely strict in counting your calories, at least for the first month or so. I say that because once you have done it for about a month, you kind of have a general idea of what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat, and the counts of the food that you are eating. That 1 month is like your adjustment period. It's the time for you to experiment a little bit and for you to see what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Number 3. This one is more of a mindset kind of thing, right? So you should focus more on the week instead of just the individual days. What I mean by this is that sometimes people get really discouraged when they fail for like a day, right? They feel extremely hungry one day and then they cheat and they snack or they eat junk food. Then after that, they're like, I already failed for the day. Then after that, they just totally stop cutting or they just start cheating every single day. What you focus on is eating fewer calories this week than you did the previous week. That is going to help you immensely in terms of motivation, in terms of seeing progress, and also in terms of keeping your mental state where it should be. All right. So the approximate weight loss, if you're doing like a mid to short term, is about a pound a week. Or if you're focusing more on maintaining your muscle mass, you can lose about 0.5 pounds a week and just prolong the cut, which is perfectly fine as well. Max should be 2 pounds a week. Anything more than that is going to be quite dangerous and not ideal. For those losing 2 pounds a week and all that stuff, I'd say that is where it becomes a professional thing. That's more for like people boxing or wrestling or people trying to do a weight cut for a weigh-in. All right. If you're just a regular casual lifter, do not go for more than 2 pounds a week. At the start of the cut, sure, you might lose more than 2 pounds a week, but a lot of that could be water weight. But then after a while, it should balance out and it'll slowly taper down to about a pound a week. Number 4, eat food that tastes good to you. Many times when you watch videos or whatever, you follow a fitness influencer, what they do is they show you that they eat rice, chicken breast, and broccoli. Although, yes, it is very simple. It's decently cheap that way. It is not the only way to do it. What you can do is eat food that you like. However, what you do is you make it in a lower calorie version. If you like peanut butter, like I said in my previous video, use powdered peanut butter. It is fewer calories and it still tastes just as good. Sure, if you can take the chicken breast, rice, and broccoli every week, every meal, do it. More power to you. But if you can't, it is perfectly fine. There are many simple and really quick recipes that you can find on Google. And there are many Instagrams that you can find where they cook really healthy food that make it look really tasty, and it's really simple to make. Number 5, don't eat all of your calories in your big main meals. Okay, that was something I tried doing, but then in the middle I'd get hungry. And so what I recommend you doing is save some of the calories for snacks and also for desserts. Snacking in between your meals will help you to tide over your hunger, and same thing for desserts. Number 6, if you're still losing weight with the number of calories that you are eating and it's the same as last week, you don't have to cut the calorie count down. Wait until you stop losing weight and then you cut the calories down. So for example, my first 3 weeks or 2-3 weeks of cutting, I was at 1920, so 1920 calories a day. So I did that for a whole week and I was losing weight consistently. So I lost about a pound the first week. Then the second week, I actually kept the same calories and I went throughout the whole week and I still lost another pound. So because I was still losing weight with 1920 calories, I did not lower my calorie count. That allows you to eat more food for a longer period of time and it makes a cut a little more bearable. And number 7, drink a lot of water. Water is essential when you are cutting because what it does is it helps to hydrate your body and it helps to allow your blood to bring all the nutrients to the rest of your body, right? Because you're eating less than you're used to, it's important to get the nutrients to your body as much as possible. At the same time, most of your body is made out of water. You've learned that in school. And so it's important to have water just to make your body function the way it's supposed to. Another good reason to drink a lot of water is because it helps to curb hunger. You know, when you drink a lot of water, it makes you feel kind of full and it doesn't make you feel like eating as much. So I'd recommend drinking a lot of water just to help with the cut. Now let's transition to things that you should not do. So I have 7 things that you should do. For things that you shouldn't do, I only have 3. All right, I kept it kind of simple. So the very first one, your body is basically your friend. So do not starve yourself. For short periods of time, fasting could work. You do lose a little bit of fat. But then right before you start losing fat, what happens is your body actually uses up some of your muscle as energy before it taps into the fat storage. And then after it finishes tapping into your fat storage, then it just totally depletes your muscles of their energy and it decreases their mass, which is why starving is not recommended when it comes for people that are lifting weights, because ultimately you're losing fat so that your muscles show. But if you use up all your muscles as fuel, then there is nothing else to show. There are things like intermittent fasting where you're fasting for, let's say, 18 hours and you eat for 6 hours in a day. That is fine. That's not considered a prolonged period of time. When I say prolonged period of time, I mean somewhere around 3 days, 3 plus days. Short bursts of fasting is perfectly fine. Number 2, do not have cheat meals every week. I know there are many people that are watching YouTube videos and stuff and they see, oh yeah, this is The Rock's cheat meal and all that stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, they have cheat meals. I can have them too. The thing is, they don't have them every week. If they say they have them every week and they still look shredded, there's something going on there. This might be a little controversial, but it's very easy to eat back everything that you have lost in one cheat meal. I'd say the shortest amount of time between cheat meals would be 2 weeks, but I think generally it's 3 or 4 weeks before you have a cheat meal. So 1 cheat meal every month. If you don't really know what cheat meals are for, basically when you're depriving your body of like carbs and stuff, sometimes it doesn't function as well as it should be because your muscle runs on like the glycogen and stuff, which is like is from carbs. And so when all of a sudden you shoot back a bit of carbs back into your body, what happens is it just soaks it all up and then you actually perform better for a shorter period of time. But for most people, it's not really necessary. All right, as long as you can maintain a consistent balance in your diet, you should be perfectly fine. Your body will start adapting. But at the same time, the cheat meal helps with your mental state so that you don't go crazy, you know, just eating rice, broccoli, or chicken. For those of you that are doing that, of course. But yeah, if you'd like to get more into cheat meals and all that stuff, let me know in the comments below and we can probably talk about it in a future video. And the last one for things that you should not do, number 3, do not try to lose too much weight too quickly. I kind of talked about this above, but like I said, you should not be losing more than 2 pounds a week. Anything more than that, you'll be losing too much muscle mass and you'll probably result in like a bigger rebound. You'll start getting really hungry, and eventually after you so-called finish your cut, you're going to start eating everything back, and it's going to be more detrimental than it is helpful. So these are just some of the points that helped me during my cut, and I hope that they help you some. A lot of these are more mental shifts, like in the way you think, more of a lifestyle instead of just a random change that you do for a short period of time. But the thing is, once they do happen, they actually are game changers. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. If you'd like to support the channel, support me a little bit, head over to fnxfit.com. Go ahead and use my personal code Ensane to get yourself 15% off. And I really appreciate you for doing that. So like, comment, and subscribe to keep up with the latest content. And I'll be shooting those out at least 1 or 2 videos a week. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, train insane.